Stop being a jackass. You already know what to do. If you're like me, you've been learning about self-improvement, health and fitness, business for years. You've learned 80% of what's out there on the internet, YouTube, whatever it is. I'm here to tell you that you already know everything you need to get started. Learning more information now is not going to help you. It's not going to do anything. It's actually going to hinder your progress. To get started, you don't even need to know what you know now. Getting started is the hardest part because it's not fun. Learning about things, dreaming about doing things is fun. Doing the work is not fun. In business, after you've made the website, it's not fun. Now you have to actually sell to people, do the back end, all the hard stuff. That's not fun. But if you want to do that, the sooner you get to that point, the better you become. The sooner you make money, the sooner you grow your business and achieve the things you want to achieve. So you need to understand that more information is not going to help you. You're at the point where you're more educated than most people on the topic you're studying. You just need to get started. All this mental masturbation and procrastination in delaying the work so that once you start, you'll be better. You're waiting for the right time to execute and you'll be perfect then. Is that right? No, it's not right. The best time to start is now. And everything is speeding up and you are running out of time. At least in business. At least in social media. The longer you sit around doing fuck all, you are actively diminishing your gains later down the line in whatever sector or area it is. You've been studying all this time. You've learned, you've understood. Maybe it feels as though you're not fully a PhD professor. You know, you couldn't recite it 1,000,000 times and explain it to a child, but that's fine. All you need to be able to do is kinda get there. Kinda get there with the business. Kinda get there to the gym. Kinda post a video online, right? You can Google stuff. It's okay if you fail. It's okay if you make mistakes. You'll live, you'll recover. And you know this because you've been learning. The more mistakes you make, the smarter you get faster. The more mistakes in a small window of time you make means more learning in a smaller window of time. You have limited time on this earth, which means you need to make more mistakes in smaller time. Imagine you made one mistake in your whole life. You'd probably be pretty fucking stupid. Imagine you made 100 mistakes a week, proper mistakes. Rejected by a girl, you lost a client in business, whatever it was, right? A few years later, you'd be incredibly smart. Perhaps achieving dreams that most people would have, right? Getting started is the hardest part. It's pushing the boulder, but you're starting from zero. It weighs 2 tons and it's just you pushing. You're gonna be pushing for minutes, hours, maybe days. But once it starts rolling, that's when things start happening. Genuinely imagine yourself pushing a boulder, a massive one, as big as a room, right? You might not even think you're able to push it, but yet you continue and you continue to push and you push with all your might for minutes, hours, days. Eventually, it starts rolling. And what's your emotion gonna be when it starts rolling? You're gonna be, holy fuck, I actually can do this. You're gonna have this self-pride, this self-motivation, which you cannot emulate by just imagining the boulder, right? You need to say you're going to do things in life, in the world, and go and do them. Say you're gonna hit the gym, go hit the gym. Say you're gonna eat clean, go eat clean. I'm gonna film a video, film a video. Gonna ask that girl out? You think she's cute? Go ask her out. Right? And it's easy. Just turn your brain off. turn your brain off. You don't feel like going to the gym, but you need to go to the gym? Just turn your brain off and walk to the gym. Just tell your brain, we're walking this way. And your mind's gonna go, oh, are we going to the gym? I don't want to go to the gym. Shut up, we're walking this way. You want to talk to that girl? Turn your brain off. When you're walking there, don't think of anything. Just like you're stupid. Just no thoughts. And then, hi, excuse me. And now you're in a conversation, right? Even if you're pretty socially stupid, you can still have a conversation, right? Now you're in a conversation. You've done the hard part. Now the ball's moving. Now the boulder's rolling, right? That's it. That's all it takes. And for some things, it's easier than others, right? For, somebody who's not on self-improvement, who is new to the journey, getting out of bed at the same time every day might be that mental image of the ball rolling, right? Getting that going. 3 days in, same wake up time, right? It's rolling now, yeah? Other people, it's the gym. Going to the gym 3 days a week. Okay, start seeing fitness gains, right? Other people, it's business or even higher spiritual, philosophical gains, right? And that's it. Once you've got the boulder rolling, then it's easy. I'm not saying there's not going to be hard parts, hard things ahead. Of course it will. There's going to be an uphill bit, right? And you're going to fucking struggle, right? You're going to need some momentum to push you through that. But after you get the boulder rolling, it's easy. That's all you need. It's the difference between 0 and 1. 0, nothing, it's impossible. There's nothing there. You can't do anything with nothing because it's impossible. You can't make anything from nothing. But all you need is 1. All you need is something, right? And that something is you and your life. No matter how low down you are, you've done something before, right? If you got out of bed this morning, you can have a $100 million business. You need to believe, and you need the steps, and you need to get the ball rolling. You already know what to do. The difference between the person with the $100 million business and the person without it is they just started. That's it. If you look at their whole lifespan, 30 years later, one guy is dead broke, the other guy is worth hundreds of millions. Bring timeline back all the way. They went to high school together. They were friends, whatever. They had the same life, pretty much. What was the difference? One took action. One kept learning. Kept procrastinating, pushing it off. I'm busy right now. All it takes is that one step to change your entire life. To change your entire belief about what is capable. And once you make that step, the whole world unlocks to you. So I urge you to take the first step, to put in the sometimes immense amount of work that's required to get the boulder rolling. Because once it's rolling, it's easy. Once you get the momentum, it's easy. And once you have momentum, you can conquer the world. I'll see you next time.